I'm sorry I put your friend Dr. von Karman in the trunk. But you gotta understand, we're traveling the country, we're trying to listen to ideas, and he just kept going on and on about the study he did 70 years ago. I mean, yeah, I get it. He went around the country, he talked to experts, you know, he's a world-renowned professor from Caltech, but he just kept talking about it, and it's a long drive from Tampa to Bloomington, Indiana. Are you willing to talk to me now? So look, I'm sorry, I'll take him out of the trunk. If you don't want to talk, that's fine, but you can wait here. I'll take Ted.
You know, Ted, I hope for this trip we can put the whole locked in the car behind us. You know, because what's really important for us to find out is, what's a Hoosier?
Well, I think that answers that question.
All right, Ted, you ready to hear some good ideas? Let's go.
My name is Captain Timothy Wolf.
Haka Sakawe.
My name is Reza Rizvi.
Nathan Jacobs.
My name is Bill Endress.
My name is Emily Grachek.
So I'm a researcher at the University of Toledo.
President and founder of Endress Machining Innovations and a professor of mechanical engineering at Michigan Tech University.
I'm an associate professor of computer science at the University of Kentucky.
Associate professor at the Department of Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering at the University of Notre Dame.
I'm an engineering officer at the U.S. Air Force.
I'm a postdoc at Case Western Reserve University in biomedical engineering.
So Ted, my big idea for the Air Force is multifunctional structures for the airframe and for aerospace components. Some of the challenges we're facing there is to have high throughput methods for producing functional nanomaterials such as graphenes and carbon nanotubes.
So Ted, my big idea is that we should take satellite imagery and social media imagery and combine that so that we can better understand cities.
I think Ted and the Air Force should be looking at rotary insert machining for cutting difficult to machine materials like titanium, heat-resistant superalloys, and eventually refractory metals. These are important in hypersonic flight and even current airframe structures and engines.
So I like to propose chemical flow control. Okay, so that replaces any control surface of flying object with something like this. We don't have to have any control surface anymore. Okay, so we can just tape it any like a flying object. Okay, so the UAV, airplane, or like a missile. Okay, so that'll be maybe easier for Air Force to control any flying object.
So my big idea is to use peripheral nerve stimulation to create sensations on your hand or body that we can then use to convey information to a service member. This could enable a service member to have augmented sensory capabilities and perhaps enable embodiment of robotics or other devices.
All right, Ted, get this. This is my big idea. The Air Force needs to go back to studying more the fundamentals of quantum mechanics, and specifically looking at quantum non-locality. We haven't made a big progress in quantum physics in a long time, been a few decades, Ted. Last time we did, we made a lot of progress on technologies. We need to start looking at things like non-locality so we can figure out things like teleportation and how to make things do crazy stuff.
All right, I don't know about you, Ted, but I think we heard some great ideas today at Indiana University. And if you guys have thoughts on what you heard, leave a comment down below. And as always, we want to hear your ideas, so go over to afresearchlab.com and submit them there. Well, Ted and I are headed to the University of Washington for our next workshop, which, by the way, did you remember to crack a window for Hap in the back seat? Oh, son of a...